Hazel me. Today I'm going to show you how to do this amazing chocolate cake, so stay tuned to know how it's done.
So the ingredients needed for the sponge are 170 grams of chocolate, 110 grams of butter, 6 eggs, a pinch of salt, 125 grams of sugar, 85 grams of flour, and 15 grams of baking powder. So we will start by melting the chocolate and the butter together. You can do it in the microwave or in a saucepan, always taking care that it doesn't get burned. Meanwhile, we will take the 6 eggs and separate the yolks and the egg whites. We will put the 6 egg yolks in the bowl that we are going to use for the sponge mixture. Later, we will have to beat the egg whites until stiff. But to do that and to not to have many egg whites in the same pot, we will separate them in 2 parts. So 3 in one pot and 3 in another one. We have the chocolate and the butter melted and let it sit until room temperature. Now we mix the 6 eggs yolk that we put in the bowl. We add the sugar to it and again we mix it really well. Now that the chocolate and butter are at room temperature, we can add this in the bowl and mix again for around 2 to 3 minutes. Now it's time to add the flour, but we must sift it. Also, by sifting it, we will add the baking powder. The baking powder in fact is not extremely necessary because, as you will see, we will use the egg whites to give fluffiness to the cake. We mix it until it's all well combined. And now it's time for the egg whites. We take the first pot that we use with the 3 egg whites and we add a pinch of salt and a pinch of sugar. And we start mixing until stiff. We will know if we have done it right if the egg whites do not fall from the pot when we flip it. So let's see. Nice. And we will do the same for the other 3 egg whites. We do it in 2 different stages so that the egg whites have enough space to incorporate the air. Now all the egg whites are here and we mix it really smoothly as we do not want to knock the air that the egg whites have brought to the mixture. Now that we have the mixture of the sponge, we put it evenly in the cake tins. You could use only one large cake tin, but in this case I'm using 2 7-inch tins to do a tall cake. Now we bake at 160 Celsius degrees for 23 to 25 minutes. Once baked, we let them cool for 1 to 2 hours. Now we are going to prepare the coverage of the cake. We need 150 grams of dark chocolate and 75 grams of butter, and again we melt them together. And let it sit again until it's a little bit cooled down. Now we assemble the cake. To do so, we must get the bump that has probably appeared when making the sponge, so we have 2 flat parts. So for the filling you can use whatever you prefer. I'm using strawberry jam, but you could use chocolate cream to make it even more chocolatey, or apricoc jam as the original sacher recipe. So finally we cover our cake with the melted chocolate, making sure everything is covered and as smooth as possible. And then we will put it in the fridge for 2 hours before serving.
So hi guys, this is the end result of the cake. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, click like, please subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell to see more of my videos. See you next time!